Hello, Libra. Welcome to Map to Love with Katherine Nichole. This is going to be a soulmate, twin flame type reading, but also just about your life, Libra. What's going on? What's coming up? What does Spirit want you to know? Remember, time is an illusion and energy is fluid. So, whenever you're guided to listen to this, is definitely the time. I encourage you to listen to your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs, as they will give you additional messages. I know that they do that for me when I listen to other readers, and it's wonderful. I'm really connecting to that because as a collective, we're changing, we're growing, we're expanding. So, my rising sign is Scorpio, and I really am resonating with that. You know what I mean? And I'm understanding I have an air sign, Aquarius, but I have an air moon, so I'm understanding that part of me. And it really is great to grow, because it moves us into a new time in life where Libra, you're all about the scales coming into balance and fairness. So how do the scales need to come back into balance in your life? And Spirit, I picked a planetary card and a house card of right now as a collective, what's available to you, Libra, what Spirit wants you to know is available to you, what's happening, and what house they want you to focus on, regardless of your personal chart. In astrology. So Uranus is the catalyst, centric, the magician, the awakener, brilliance, genius of the higher mind. So you're being awakened. And I just did the Pisces. Pisces got the same planet. So if you're connected to a Pisces or you have Pisces in your chart, this is just like a double confirmation. But it's time for you to wake up. Like Spirit's waking you up. You're getting all these new ideas, and you are understanding who you really are on a larger scale. And it's time that you understand these things and you move forward and you bring things into balance by knowing who you are and what your plan is. And next steps forward, always choosing you. And you are the magician, so you have what it takes. And you're connected to this infinite intelligence, and you're starting to remember things from past experiences, not just in this life, but beyond this life. And house number 5 is self-expression. So expressing yourself in a creative way. Desires, children, recreation, speculation, and personal freedom are all highlighted here. So it's time to speak your truth. It's time to express yourself. If you desire to have children, it might be time for that. And there's magic going on around you and healing within the children area. Maybe you have children and you're coming together with someone and you're wanting some balance within that. And Spirit's saying, focus on that. Be creative with your approach to all of this. Okay, we're going to read from the book here. It's the Easy Astrology Cards by Maya White. Uranus is a magical catalyst. As a planetary archetype, he doesn't obey man-made rules, for he's exceeded the limitations of ancient earthly boundaries as expressed by Saturn. The energy of Uranus flows beyond the continuum of time and space into pure creative energy. Yes, it's a magical creative time for you. Being magical, he often denies a predictable outcome, so go with the flow. As a marker of genius, this planet thinks outside the box. So Spirit's asking you to think outside the box, step beyond the 3D world. And as a ruler of mass consciousness, Uranus is a revolutionary force that fuels the human quest for self-determination. Uranus can be likened to a hurricane or an electrical storm, manifesting wild winds and random lightning strikes into our life. The storms of Uranus blow away old circumstances and situations. Suddenly uprooting in our lives can be fresh and exciting, or tumultuous and painful, depending on our resistance to change. Uranus is the planet that brings changes and ultimately freedom. Libra, change is always something that we can count on. It's always going to happen, so go with the flow, drop the oars instead of resisting it, because you're moving into wish fulfillment and freedom. House number 5. How powerful a place where the soul manifests our desires. Hallelujah for you, Libra. In the 5th house, we enter the realm of the quantum field of possibilities. Personal creativity, again, creativity. So if you've got a creative project, or you're feeling creative about something, or you feel like being creative in romance, do it, because it's time. Personal creativity and childlike play reside here. Love affairs may also find expression in this house of creativity. Here, sexuality transforms into manifestation. We garner experiences and are free to name our dreams. You are the magician. In addition, gambling or other activities that involve risk are represented in this realm. This house presents a choice to create something of value or spend currency of life on partying and playing games. The fifth house reveals how many children a person is destined to bring into the world, as well as the circumstances related to them. So something about children. House number 5 embodies the essence of the sun, our ambassador of willpower and self-expression. The sun radiates light to all, regardless of creed or status. In a healthy and balanced expression, the sun brings us life but doesn't ask for dogma or sacrifice. The sun represents sustenance, vitality, and freedom. It gives us that spark of life that makes us happy. The sun just wants to shine in on your life, Libra. I mean, seriously. And if you're not of childbearing age and you don't have children that are young and are bringing together, this is birth of a new idea, a new creative idea, birth of a new life, new opportunity. That's what I'm feeling. So any way you look at it, it's birth of the new. And it will lead to freedom. So if you've got some kind of idea, express it. Get that out there. But the key is to love yourself and be aligned with who you really are, which is source energy, which is infinite intelligence. And then you will attract a partner that matches you if that's what you're looking for. Or you'll be the living example to others of how to live a balanced life. Let's see what's going on, Spirit. What's going on for Libra on this journey? Wow, that's a lot. But they said to take it. Normally I wouldn't take it, but they're saying take it all. 6 of Cups, memories of the past. Childhood, going back. Okay, another message that was coming through for you, Libra, is to connect with your inner child. That innocence, that youthful approach at life, that dropping some of the burdens that you have and expressing yourself from a place of innocence. It's also reflecting on your life and seeing the beauty in it all, even the contrast, and transforming those challenges and contrasts into love. And it also could be someone from your past coming in. This could be a past life and you're awakening to that. Like when you meet this person, if you haven't yet, when you meet them, it feels like home. It feels like you've known them forever. And that's that feeling. And so, or it could be someone from this life that maybe you knew before but didn't know that well, that's coming in. I'm not talking about someone that's not evolved. This is a very evolved person coming in, if that's the case. And maybe someone has changed and seeing things from a different perspective, you know what I mean, than maybe before. It'll mean something different for everyone, so take what resonates with you. And wow, so you've got this past memory that you're thinking about. Someone from the past, I feel like either past life or past this life is coming in or is in, and this is your legacy. You're ready to create your legacy. It's such a freedom in knowing that you have everything. You're abundant. You have more than you think you do. And 10 is completion of cycles and new fresh beginnings, a new opportunity to write that new chapter, or maybe even a brand new book, and create your legacy. What do you want to create? What you're waking up to your purpose in the world. So what do you want to create? What do you want to leave, quote unquote, behind? Wow, beautiful. The star card, 7 plus 1 is 8. That's manifestation. That's, you are a master manifester. You are the magician. What are you creating? Clean up your thoughts. Focus on what you want and let go, and let the oars down and let the universe take you to where you're meant to go. This is wish fulfillment. Look at all those stars. Old wishes. All these wishes are coming true. Even wishes I'm feeling from a past life that you never got to complete, or a past experience that you're going to be able to have now. So and it's healing too, Libra. It's time for healing. A lot of healing is going to happen is happening right now. I'm sending healing with every reading that I do. I send healing to you, unconditional love to you. You don't have to do anything to receive it. It'll come in for your highest and best at the time you need it the most, when spirit feels right. But I'm always doing that. So just let that healing soothe you. And this relationship, this divine partnership that you're creating a legacy with, is a healing for you as well. So you'll heal one another. And what a beautiful card. What beautiful cards to have. No wonder they wanted me to take them all. Yeah. Ace of Swords, brand new beginnings. New thoughts, ideas are coming in. You're cutting through the illusions. You know the truth now. You've got your sword of truth and you're moving forward. You know, you're brilliant. You are very intelligent. You have all these great ideas, and it's time to move forward with those ideas. But also a caution from Spirit. Be careful of which way the blade goes, because you can, with your air energy and with the sword energy, you can cut people very deeply, and even yourself if you're having toxic thoughts. So it's really, you know, as long as you're careful with it, with this new thought, this new truth, and you're coming from a heart space, loving yourself, you've got this opportunity for new beginnings to move forward. Yeah, and you know, it's you have had disappointments, of course, like we all have, right? And maybe that's what you're thinking of, memories of the past hurts. It's time to let go of this, because you have this fresh new truth. The truth is coming in to help you get over this. That's what I'm feeling. That's what they're saying. You're going to get the clarity you need to move out of this disappointment, this hurt, this stabbing, this broken heart, from whatever it might be. It might be from a relationship. It could be from, you know, family. It could, you know, could be childhood wounds that are healing right now. Whatever that means to you, it's time to allow these things to heal. Take yourself out of this 3D and look at it from a spiritual perspective and see what you can learn from it. And let that go. But this clarity of truth is coming in, and this healing is available to you, so you can let that go. Yeah, because, you know, do you really want to live in this Nine of Swords energy? It's time to end this. It's time to take off the mask and be authentic with yourself and see the truth in others as well. Open your eyes to that. Open your eyes to the spiritual truth. Not what other people tell you, not what society says should be. Your truth, you know, it's from within. You have that. You have the truth within. So it's time to be authentic with yourself and honest. Let go of worry and anxiety. It's time to end this. And you have the power to do that. The healing's available to you. There we go. You're moving right along on the path, and I love it, because it's saying, yes, take off the mask, see the truth, because then you're finally ending this. Whatever this cycle is that you need to end to move forward and spread your wings and transform. To me, this is kind of like the death card, you know, death and rebirth, like finalizing some cycle in your life. Something's coming into finality, and it's you have to look at it first, though, and open your eyes to it. And use this clarity of truth that's coming in to push past all of this sword energy and complete this. And look, right under, when you complete this finality, this is part of your legacy. You came here and you planned this life, okay, well before you came. You planned this divine partnership. You planned the things that are happening. You planned your children. All of these different things. So this is what you came to do. You came to learn these lessons and finally end some major cycle. And I'm feeling it goes way back, not just this life. You are ending major things in your life to create your legacy. And that's what you came here to do. And look at this. Healing, hope, all your wishes coming true. Right under the star card is the Lover's card. I felt it. I feel it. Things coming into balance, making a choice in love, choosing yourself. It is about choices, but what I feel is this, when you allow this healing to happen, when you finally end these cycles and you realize that fears and anxieties and worries are really just a false reality, and you have the key to unlock the chains, you have the power to get, you know, to transform your life, because you are the magician and you're realizing this. Once you move through all of this and you finally end this, you're coming into the ultimate wish fulfillment with the partnership that you've dreamed about, that you've always wanted. It could possibly be a resurgence of a relationship that you're already in, but you're having issues. So this is another scenario. So take which one resonates with you. You're remembering the past and how wonderful it was, and that you know this is your divine partner that you wanted to create this legacy with, but some things have happened, some things that were disappointing, that made you feel bad, that, you know, someone, you know, possibly did something that wasn't the best, didn't make the greatest choice, but it was an experience that you chose to have and you were involved in. So it's laying down the swords and completing that and allowing this new love and this healing within your relationship to happen. And it could be time for some of you to just end something because you know it's not right, and this person gives you anxiety and doesn't and disappoints you all the time. It's time to leave that. When you end that cycle, you're going to have the divine partner that you're going to create this legacy with. So, like I said, this is for collective, so this is going to resonate differently, but there's a lot of great messages here of hope and healing. Okay, so, you may be feeling a little bit like you have to protect yourself, like you have to protect your, what you have. Maybe you've been dealing with someone that's greedy and controlling and doesn't share their wealth with you, their money with you, the stability with you, and it's time to move away from this type of energy. And understand that you have enough. That like you're on the right path, you have enough that you can jump out of this. Or this is maybe possibly you maybe being too rigid and trying to protect everything when if you just let go a little, more is to come. So take that as it resonates. But definitely walk away from energies that are that way, that are manipulative and controlling, but also within yourself and your thoughts, clean up your thoughts. You're more abundant than you realize. Yeah, because you're practicing your craft. You're practicing what you have. You're on the right path. This is it. Like, keep going. You're almost there. So something that you've been working on, a creative idea, you're possibly a business. Spirit's saying, keep on going. You're the magician. Be creative with the way you approach it, with the way that you get it out to the world, because you are a master of your craft. And I feel like that's what you're doing to bring something to balance. So keep going because you're on the right path. And look at this. Oh, how beautiful. The last card right here in the middle is, because it's one card. Over the star, over the lovers, is the Four of Wands. That's unity. Coming into unity within yourself, loving all of yourself, the shadow and the light, and bringing that into union and following the light. And using all of your shadow and light to better yourself, because there are ways to transform the shadow parts of us, and this is coming into unity within, and then coming in. This is divine partnership, Four of Wands, 11:11. I mean, you can't, things into balance. It's a very balanced unity, a very balanced partnership. And I don't know if Halloween means something to anyone, but I freaking love Halloween, and I love that that's this card. That's like my favorite holiday. So maybe for someone, it's a confirmation that around Halloween time, all of this is going to come together. And so just keep taking the steps. And in the fall, when the pumpkins are coming into harvest, that's when things are going to come in, into union. Possibly somebody's going to get married during that time. And it's just beautiful and passionate. Yeah, someone has a creative project, this venture, this new idea, this passionate, fiery, message is coming through, and go for it. Follow that. We're going to get some more information here on what's going on. I would like a little more information, Spirit, on the Three of Swords, the Nine of Swords, Ten of Swords kind of a feeling. Like, is there additional information for Libra on that? New beginnings, understanding who you really are. See that passion and fire burning within her heart? This is you. This is new beginnings and understanding who you really are, and loving yourself and honoring yourself and choosing life for you finally. Like, it's like this birth of innocence. This Page of Wands, that feeling, that like innocence and like understanding of who you are and what your next steps are. So, and it's healing your heart space, healing those wounds, allowing the healing to happen, Libra, to bring yourself into balance, opening your heart space again. Okay, big chunk. You guys like the big chunks to come out. So lots is happening, I feel like, at once. So prepare yourself, ground yourself. Make sure you take time for yourself, because it's like everything happening at once, but it's going to bring everything into balance as well. Yeah, the High Priestess of Spirit is with you, helping you with. Spirit is with you. Spirit is guiding you. Ask and you shall receive the answers. You shall receive the healing. You will receive divinely inspired action steps with this Page of Wands on what to do next. So Spirit's with you and helping you. So just listen, open your heart and listen. And this is what you're going to experience, extreme passion. But also, now most of the time in this card, I love this card, and it's very passionate. This is what you're going to have, and you're going to be able to completely let go with your partner. Also, what I'm hearing for somebody is it's time to let go, another 6, time to let go of that past person that was a part of a third-party situation and doesn't respect you and doesn't respect your union. It's time to walk away from that, that person. But for all others, this is what's coming in for you. This is what Spirit says you have that you have to look forward to, that you can let go and be yourself, and you'll be so attracted to them. They're going to be so attracted to you. This is a resurgence of a love that you're already in with this beautiful 4 of Wands and unity. It's like having everything. And I mean, come on, flirting, lustful, wanting to be animal-like and sensual with one another. Yeah, yes, please. And a sense of belonging, like getting through this and allowing yourself to open up and unite with your true divine partner will give you your home. Like I said, they're going to feel like home. Maybe you're moving homes. Somebody's going to move homes. You're going to move in together, or you're moving out from someone and you're taking charge of your life, but something about moving. And yeah, it's, new beginnings. And just know that some things are complicated. Some things are complicated, and be patient with yourself, love yourself, allow yourself to heal through all these processes, because, Uranus coming in with that lightning storm, that tower moment, the storm blowing through, blowing everything out can seem overwhelming, and sometimes Spirit needs a little more time to work these things out. So be patient, because it's more complicated. There's more things behind the scenes for this divine partnership and for your life to come into balance than you realize. Just trust. Trust and have faith that it's all coming together. I'm going to get more information on this divine partner, please. On Libra's divine partner, soulmate, twin flame. Wow, holy Christ moly. Okay, summon your inner power, because big things are freaking happening, like all at once. Like all at once. This is a little too many cards. Dang it, but they say, okay, so we're just going to move through them. It's time to take a risk. You're moving into stability. Number 4 is stability. It's time to be the fool and take that risk. And that's what your partner's willing to do. That's what your divine partner is saying. Take the risk with me. Take the journey with me. New beginnings into new life. What was once locked up and forbidden is coming to the surface. It's time to let go of things. And my throat is closing up. So it's time to speak your truth and allow yourself to be you and not be who everyone else thinks you should be. Be truly you. Take the risk. Move forward. You have the keys to get yourself out of here. You have the capabilities. Fear is just a false entrapment. Change. Choices. There's change, and you need to make choices now. Choose you. Let yourself out of the cage. Move forward. And because that's what they're doing. They're unlocking the doors. Your partner is unlocking the forbidden. They're unlocking the cage that they've kept themselves in, and they've got this clarity of truth, the Queen of Swords. So this could be you for sure, King or Queen of Swords, Libra, with that air energy, and you could be this could be your partner too, another air sign. Doesn't have to be, but someone that just stands in their power and speaks their truth and is authentic. You can trust this person, Libra. They're speaking their truth. They are. So and we mirror one another, right? So this is what Spirit is saying. Mirror the person. Let yourself out. Unlock the door. Take the risk. Use this Ace of let me get an Ace of Swords. Yeah. Use this Ace of Swords as clarity of truth to move you forward. The moon is beautiful and healing feminine energy. Heal the feminine within. They are healing the feminine within. That's what's happening. So they're balancing the masculine and feminine, facing their fears. Something that has been concealed for a long time is being unlocked. And so they're really gaining understanding of themselves, moving out of deceit. No more deceit, no more third party. The same thing. They might have been part of a third party situation as well, or something like that where someone was deceitful. They're moving away from that. They're not deceiving themselves anymore either with this Queen of Swords energy. They know they've got it, and that's another 11. So that's another new beginnings. And there was an 11 back here, I think, on yours. There's a 1, 1, 1, another 11, the 4 of Wands, 11, 11. So ones are going to mean something to you. You start seeing them. That's brand new beginnings happening. But you got to move away from this energy because your partner is. So, and really taking off the mask and being authentic. They're being very obedient. They're understanding. Look at scales, right? Coming into balance as well. So you're bringing things into balance because you're choosing to let go of things. Well, so are they. They're coming into balance. They have their sword of truth. They know who they are, and they are opening themselves up to seeing beyond the veil. So they're seeing past this 3D world, and they're seeing you as their ultimate wish fulfillment. 2, 1, 1, 2, you know what I mean? Another confirmation of divine partnership coming in with this 4 of Wands and the Lovers and all this healing, and it's going to be very rich and fulfilling and yummy and juicy and sensual and so passionate. So passionate. And this is their cup filled with all this passion for you. They think you're the most beautiful person in the entire universe. They see your inner light shining bright. So it's time to keep that inner light shining. Get yourself balanced and aligned and shine your light because you're bringing them home. This is all about stability again. I think we've gotten some other 4s. So you have a lot of a lot of 4s. You've got a lot of synchronicities happening, Libra. And you are the most beautiful, precious rose to them. So keep shining that inner light. Just keep it shining. On the bottom of the deck is another 4. Summon that inner power, that inner light. Go within, make decisions for you, Libra. It's time to do that. It's time to bring the scales back into balance, and you have the power to do that. You're on the right path. See what the romance angels have to say. Your soulmate, yeah. This is your soulmate. If they're not here in the physical yet, they are coming. But it's time to end some things. It's time to let go of some things. Possibly a relationship. And move forward. Ending of toxic thoughts and worries and doubts and anxiety, and know the truth. And the truth is love. And the truth that this is divinely guided and fated. And at the bottom of the deck, it says pay attention to the red flags. So if you are feeling this energy at all anymore from anyone, that's what you walk away from. Okay? Pay attention. Pay attention to your own thoughts. Like, what are you thinking about? Are you thinking negative or positive? Because that's what you're going to bring into your reality. Let's get one more card here. And that was at the bottom, and then it wanted to come out. And I knew it, but I just want to make sure. But flirt. Yeah, extend your lighthearted energy to others. It's time to take that risk. Let go. Let go of this. Allow the storms of Uranus to blow through your life, the tower to fall, and into brand new life with your divine partner, with your soulmate, and move forward. Because that's what you have available, and you deserve love. Love yourself, and you will attract a partner that does the same. That's the truth. The chair is very squeaky. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's very squeaky. I hear for somebody, squeaky, squeaky wheels. Time to tune up your body. Time to get out there and exercise and move your body and get a little tune-up. Maybe your car needs a tune-up. I don't know, something about a tune-up for someone. So if you're thinking about anything that has to do with your health tuning up or your car, it's confirmation. I don't know. I'm starting to share all my channel guidance because it just comes through, and instead of keeping it just for me, why would I do that? I'm going to share it, and it'll mean something to someone. Okay, well, that's too many cards. The Death card is the one that we want to talk about. That's what Spirit wants me to read from the book, so we're going to do that. But underneath it is judgment. Like I said, rise above. See things from a spiritual point of view to bring things back into balance. Things are coming into balance now for you, and the wheel is turning in your favor. Okay? The wheel is turning in your favor. That's what Spirit wants you to know, and that's a 10, another ending of cycles, okay? It's time to move forward out of those cycles. But the Death card is the one that Spirit wants me to read about, okay? Death and rebirth, transition. I surrender my ego and no longer let fear rule my life. I have love, faith, and hope. Yeah, just like that star card. And just like it said, the storm's blowing through to death. And I felt like this was the Death card. Remember, this is just the confirmation that is what's going on. It's a death of the old and birth of the new. So we're going to read, and that's another, 13 is another 4. So 4s everywhere as well, 1s and 4s, stability and new beginnings. New beginnings, instability. Wonderful. Okay, death, absolute, pure consciousness is as ultimate as the universe. Death asks you to unite with that which is real. This means giving up your egoic wish to live forever and the belief that nothing else exists. By embracing death, you feel the radiant power of life. To be fully aware is to realize the yes of the life and the no of death are a union of love, hope, faith, in which all eternity is born. This is what is true. Death, absolute pure consciousness, is certain and inevitable. Everything else is uncertain and changeable. From a non-dual perspective, death is the silence into which everything arises and everything falls. It is infinite, sourceless, and eternal. You are the witnessing consciousness of everything that arises and the creative energy of existence. The only thing that changes is your consciousness, taking shape in different forms. Whether it is your mind, body, thoughts, and objects. From a human perspective of having achieved this realization of spiritual or religious understanding, you become more adept at handling change by embracing grief and loss, moving through emotional pain and fear, and letting go of any attachments. From an absolute perspective, the art of religion and of spiritual practice is to find God in the changing and to surrender to God in order to transcend your suffering and attachment to things. Time to let go. Being a human being on a spiritual path isn't about escaping your grief, change, or loss. It's about deepening your love and compassion for yourself and all other beings. God has a mysterious purpose for everything. Although you may never understand why, have the faith that all is as it should be. Grief, change, loss, and difficult life changes are all part of the human condition. Discovering you are not alone, you are part of everything, and you and your loved ones could never truly die is the purpose of a contemplative practice. By praying and meditating, you may find comfort and clarity in your sadness or confusion. The cure for your fear of death is fully participating in your life by remaining connected to the Divine Feminine, who helps you remember and experience deep compassion and love for yourself and all beings. Mother moves through both life and death with an embodied understanding of pulsing evolutionary nature of God. She brings life to those who are born, and she suffers for those who are suffering and dying. She embraces all sentient and non-sentient beings in a movement of living, faith, hope, and love. By participating in existence through Mother and experiencing your own life through your physical body, and the world teaches you that your life is a miraculous gift for experiencing the divine. And it is, it's a gift. May I let go of all fear and have faith. If you can walk away with anything, it's knowing that fear is a false reality. You have the keys to unlock yourself and move forward. You have spiritual guidance everywhere around you. You have an opportunity to connect with infinite intelligence and unconditional love of the universe, of God at all times. And it's time to let go of the old and let the new come in and enjoy it. And let things come back into balance. Let the healing happen. It's time. And I thank you so much, and I appreciate all of you for your likes, your comments, your subscriptions, your shares. I'm really enjoying this journey, and you're all a part of it, and I'm very appreciative of you. And I look forward to hearing how it unfolds for you. Have a beautiful day.